Alright, boys. Welcome. We're welcoming Sukhman Gill to our podcast today, everybody. Model, handsome sing, and this Sony pug. Alright? It's a banda goals here. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you guys for having me. I mean, I watched some of your stuff, and it's great what you guys are doing.
Awesome.
Setting a platform for South Asians to actually speak. Because, you mentioned I'm a
100%,
model, but
yeah.
people might just think I'm a model. But there's so much more to the story, so I appreciate you guys for
100%.
doing that.
And I'm looking forward to this one because I know being a sing and being in the modeling industry might not be easy, man. Like, that might be a little bit of a mission. So I'm really excited to ask you some questions today.
Yeah,
and we're going to get to it, man.
Yeah, because you spoke about like having a platform.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're doing as well. For a lot of, not even sings as well, but even just like brown guys, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
In general, like Indians and stuff, or whoever brown skin color, you're doing that. So I think it would be super dope to find out like what's the process and like what goes behind all this shit. So I don't know anything about modeling.
Okay, yeah, totally. I mean, so I'll take you back, like before the modeling even started. Modeling wasn't something that I wanted to do. I never knew I wanted to model or act or any of this. It was more like, but I wanted to become the first sing in whatever I did.
Yeah.
That was my thing. So I was a mona before. I used to have cut hair in like grade 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And that's when I kind of made the transition. I used to live in Vancouver then, and I was moving back to Toronto. I was born in Toronto, moved there, and I was coming back, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to become a sing now. And whatever I do going forward, like I want to represent. So I'm an athlete. So I was like, sports, I want to be the top, best athlete, rocking my style, or rocking my judo at the time. And sometimes, people like, you can't wear that. And it's like, what do you mean I can't wear that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm a sick player, right? Like, I'm going to play on this team, I'm going to do whatever I have to. And obviously, you learn to love it. There was times where I questioned it. I'm like, should I cut my hair now? Like, I don't know, do I want to fit in? But then it was like, no, like, you had that goal of being the first thing. And, now we skip high school and all that, and now it comes to my last semester in Australia, right? My last semester, and now I'm thinking, okay, I love architecture, which is what I studied. I love architecture, but now what do I want to do that's really gonna set me apart? I had this dream when I was a kid, saying, hey, I want to be the first thing. Kind of goes away when you're studying and your parents are saying certain things. Now what do I have to do? And it was like my last month, and I'm doing my degree. I'm sitting in my room on my laptop doing my project, and I'm like I gotta really push myself. And it was then where it kind of clicked, like, okay, maybe the entertainment industry. But my main goal was not to just be a model or an entertainer, but to really connect with people. Yeah. But now I'm like, speaking of platform, I'm like, I need to create a platform where people are like, oh my God, you're so cool. Yeah. Or, wow, you're doing something different. And then kind of be like, haha, tricked you. Like, now I'm gonna tell you what I really want to tell you.
Yeah.
So that's what, like, me setting a platform, or trying to. Okay. We're all trying to get there.
Yeah.
So when you spoke about when you said you wanted to be the first sing.
Yeah.
I was back in grade 4.
This is grade 5-6. When
grade
I kept
5-6, you had that thought, and you were a Mona back then.
I was a Mona. Yeah. So I had that thought when I was in grade 5-6, and I was like, I want to become. I saw some movies, right? I saw some videos of like sings and back in the day when they were fighting, and and I was kind of scared. I was a kid, right? I was like, oh my God, like they're cutting these kids up and they're putting it around their mother's necks. I'm like, oh my God, like. They went through all this, just so we could keep our hair or our the style, right? And I'm like I want to represent. I want to make sure that gets passed on in the right way. So
that's dope, because it's always the opposite.
It is. A lot of times it is opposite.
I was in grade 3. I think it was grade 4 or 5, and I used to have a judo and everything.
Yeah.
And for me, it was just I was just basic for me. It was I didn't like washing my hair and then waiting and all the other small things. Yeah. I just wanted to be free, not worry about that kind of stuff. So I got my hair cut. But I know a lot of people that also cut their hair because they didn't want to, they would get, there would be bullying and shit that would happen.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, even in Toronto, a lot, it would be people just don't understand it. So it's dope to know that it's really rare. I've seen maybe 1 or 2 more examples where people are like, you know what? I want to grow my hair out.
Yeah, the same goes this way. I mean, you probably come across it, like bullying or anything. I was very fortunate where I didn't really come across too much bullying or anything. Maybe it was because I was playing sports and people, and it makes a big difference, right? When you're like in part of school, or you're part of all these engaged in school, people want to be your friend. Yeah. They want you, you get picked first. Yeah. So it's like, okay, there's something. But if you're getting picked last and you have a judo maybe because you're not athletic enough or whatever it may be, then the bullying's like, yo, you suck. Yeah. And you're like, no, man. Exactly. I just want to play. Yeah. Right. So no, I've seen a lot of people go either or. Yeah. To each their own, right? I mean, everyone goes through something different.
Exactly.
And but End of the day, we're all the same people, right?
Yeah.
I feel like growing up in Brampton, it wasn't that difficult being a Singh because like everybody else was like Singh or whatnot. But I found true difficulties, like especially when I was playing hockey. I was the only brown kid playing ice hockey at that time, right? It's like just being surrounded by white people and stuff like that. They'll look at me different. Like, they'll look at me like, this guy can't play. This guy, like, what is this guy doing? Like, what's this? They don't even know who the hell I am. You know, they don't know if I'm Punjabi or Sikh. Probably thinking I'm a Muslim. But you would get those stereotypes.
Did you get like that isolated feel in the beginning?
Sometimes, but like I played pretty good in my leagues, so like they'll look at me differently.
So it makes a big difference.
Right? So they'll respect you a little bit more, you know.
And that way, like when I was playing basketball, volleyball, or any sport, wearing that, like I was getting scholarships to play volleyball in America, and I played in Australia. I played basketball there, and I feel like if I didn't have the star on me, it'd be different because automatically, like people want to look at you. When I go out on the streets. When I see a sister with a hijab or anyone that's wearing cultural, anything crazy or different, we all look. It's just psychological. We look, but oh my God, either you're appreciating or you're thinking, you're making up a scenario in your head. Right? So it's now how you take it. People are going to look at you anyways. Why not give them something good to look at, which we've all heard, right?
I agree with that, man. Like, I feel like the podcast especially is it represents something so much more. You know what I mean? So like, when people do see you, like especially when I go to like meetings or whatnot, right? I'll be dressed all professional and stuff. They'll look at me like differently. They'll have a different look. They'll be like, "Yo, this guy looks like a serious businessman or something." You know what I mean? Whereas I'm just like a regular guy.
100%. And it's like you said, it's how you carry yourself, right? When you go out and like I work out a little bit, and if I'm wearing like nice clothes, people are gonna see you first thing. Okay, he's dressed well. Check. Oh, he looks like he works out. Check. And then if they get to speak with you, it's like, oh, he has good manners. He can communicate well. Check. So they're checking all these boxes like, yo, this guy is fully rounded. And when I go somewhere, I want to make sure I'm representing like to the best I can be. Obviously, I'm not a perfect person. I don't think anyone is. But we're aiming to be that perfect person, right? 100%. And so when you're going out, it's like you want to be the best you can be because if someone sees you doing something radical, something very crazy, right? Like, they're going to know he's a Sikh man. They don't know who I am. They don't know who Sukhman Gill is. But they know that he's a Sikh man. And if he's like beating someone up on the street or if he was drunk and he was swearing at a girl or anything, it's just like, oh, Sukhman Gill, who cares? But all these Sikh people, they all do that. They must be all bad people.
That's true.
And we've all heard these stereotypes, right?
So it's almost like a responsibility that comes with it, right?
You're representing a group of people rather than just yourself. You know, you're representing your entire species. You know?
The whole army, right? And you're just one soldier in that army. And it's like one soldier is out of line. It makes the whole army look bad.
That's
so
true.
you want to be that tip top soldier.
That's it. All the time.
So like, when did you know? Like, when did you know that? Right now, you're super into entertainment, right?
Yeah.
So like, when was it late that you realized? Or was it recently? Like, when did you click in your head that yo, this is like something?
So when I was in last semester, I was like, okay, I need to do something, and it was I'll give you another story actually out of that. When I was in Australia, I was actually getting cornrows done, right? So I'm pretty open like that. I'm like, I'll get my cornrows done because I'm going to the beach and yada yada. And there was one of my friends. She's a Gali and she was doing my cornrows. She was asking me all these questions. She was full of life. Like you can see her on her face. She was singing all the time. She was so full of life and positive. She's like, what do you want to do in life? And I'm like, well, I'm becoming an architect. I play basketball. It's great. I'm become an architect and work, and then life goes on. She know, what do you really want to do? And I was like, well, like I want to speak. Right? I love talking to people. She's like, okay, so why aren't you doing it? I'm like, I will, but I don't have a story yet. I don't have a story to tell people. Why would people want to listen to me? Who am I? Right? And then she's like, no, but like you should do it. And then she's like, okay, if you were gonna go talk right now, go out, would you want to go out with people that are 40 years old or someone around your age? Yeah, someone my age. We can connect more, right? About music and whatever. And she kind of looked at me like, and I couldn't get it. But then eventually it clicked. I'm like, okay, if I were to go speak to kids now, I could connect with them, right? Whereas 40-year-olds might not be able to connect with the same music, wearing the same shoes and clothing, whatever. But I can connect with them. So then I was like, okay, I got to do this. But now I needed a story, right? And I'm like, okay, my goal is to talk to people. But I need a story so people, hey, he has successes and failures. And I got a long way to go, right? But even in this short time, like there's some successes and failures when I was like, oh my God, I didn't get that gig or I got that gig. And so it's about representation coming back again. So when you represent, you get out there, and when you go out, people are like, who are you? Why are you wearing that? What does this mean? Then you get to educate. And once you educate, now people are going to tell other people, like, oh yeah, there's Sikh man came, he was very nice. He was great. It was great to work, it was a pleasure. And maybe even reference you and you get more gigs out of it. And then after that, now you can inspire, because once you landed something, you can try to inspire. So it was like that process, like represent, educate, inspire.
I agree, man. So I 100% agree with that, especially being a person of color and that looks significantly different than an average person, right? You gotta do that, man, for sure.
Yeah.
I think so, 100%. One thing I want to ask though is like,
hit me.
I want to know the struggles, man. Like the struggles of, I know you went into modeling, but it couldn't have been just a rainbow road, man.
It never is, right? I mean, you know it. You guys are both creatives and artists. Yeah. It's never an easy path.
But
there's
even like, one more thing I want to add to it is like, even if there is another singer out there that wants to do modeling, right? He might feel like, oh fuck, I can't do this. You know, it's not. The climate isn't there. The industry, right? Climate's not there for me. I want people to especially listen to your story and be like, yo, you know what? It's not hard. As long as you put in that work and get through those obstacles, you can make it happen.
It's not hard.
Yeah.
It's like how you look at. We were talking about before this. Like how it's a perception. How you look at something. You go to LA. Either you can look at the percent and you go, oh my god, no one makes it. Or you can be like, I'm gonna be that person that's gonna make it. Even like 0.001.
Yeah.
So even with this, it's like if you have a blueprint, it's you can follow the blueprint and you can get somewhere. But if you don't have that blueprint, if you don't have a vision, it's very hard.
Yeah.
You're a videographer and camera. Like I can take your equipment away from you, but I can't take your vision away from you.
For sure.
I can't create what you can create, but I'll have all your equipment. It doesn't matter, right? So same thing. Like if you're a model or whatever you want to call yourself, it's there is a path where you go, okay, this is what you got to do. You have a vision, and then okay, I got to talk to these people. I got to start going to these events. If you want to get into the fashion industry, you start meeting people. You start connecting with people. For me, it was just like I tell people straight up. A lot of people do ask me now. A lot of sings and some girls too. Like, how'd you get into it? I want to try it out. Yo, power to you. I want more people, like more South Asian. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And I'll give you my whole blueprint. But now it's about execution. Yeah. You might not be able to execute it the way I did, or I'm trying to do. You know, again, like I'm still climbing that ladder, right? But it's about execution, vision. So it's like I started with Instagram, like a lot of people, putting pictures out. Slowly gained some traction. Someone reached out to me. I was like, oh my god, wow, someone's reaching out to me. Yeah. And then it went from 1 to 2, 3, and then it went from modeling. And I was very shy. I was never a camera person. Yeah. I would go places, take pictures of everything, and then come back home. And Dad would be like, look, I can pull these same pictures off Google and be like, I went there. Yeah. Right? I'm like, whatever. And then eventually it was like, okay, I got to step in front of the camera and be comfortable because I was very shy in that sense. And so like, this is what you got to do, but now you got to get out and do it. It's all about execution and action, right? If you don't take action, you can talk all you want, right? And then it's like, started journaling, started writing down all my thoughts, thoughts. I'm sure you guys keep a journal. You have to, or else you forget. And I would put it down and I'm like, I got to do these. But how do I be different? There's a bunch of other things that are killing it. Yeah. My boys from UK, Australia, here, America, killing it. And I used to watch these guys. I'm like, oh my god! But it's like, how do I differentiate myself from them? Yeah. How can I be a different thing? You know, if they're wearing suits, how can I wear a suit and be crazy? Yeah. And I'm trying to take that crazier route. Yeah. Where I'm doing weird posts or maybe a different pose or anything that's gonna be like, oh, and make people question. Yeah. And I love questions.
Yeah. That's true. I was on your page. Your pictures, like, they pop out. Like you. Like, you can't just go scroll past that shit. Hopefully not. So even the outfits and like the location, the way that you blend the two. Like, it's so. What's your process like? Do you work hand in hand with the photographer, or do you sometimes have your own vision? And you're like, this is exactly what I want to pull off. Like, how does that work?
It's a collaborative effort, right? A lot of times, but again, like I feel like I'm a creative. So I kind of know what I'm looking for. I kind of know what I want and at which pose and which angle. Yeah. Like, I want this shot from this angle done. Like, this is what I want. Yeah. And I even tell the photographer, like, hey, I want it from here. I want it from here. And I'm like very open like that. And that way I get what I want and they get what they want. But so like I have a blueprint. Like, I want to do like a laundry shoot. Okay. So I've seen it. I'm like, you know what? Laundry shoot. I'm gonna go with an older theme and look at my wardrobe and see, okay, this is what I can pull together. Or maybe sometimes you work with brands and they give you clothing, or they give you a bracelet or something that you can rock. So that's like collaboration is a whole different thing. But I do that, and then or sometimes photographers reach out. Hey man, look, dude, I want to work with you, or let's collaborate. This is what I have planned. This is what I have in mind. What do you think? I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And like I'm down. Like we all listen to Gary Vee, right? Yeah. Do it. Content. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm down to do it. Yeah. And so you start working, and it's like you just put it together. Yeah. We work together in other places.
Multiple times. Yeah. And I like that, man. Especially when models know exactly what they want. it makes my job easier.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I kind of know what you want, but if you know exactly what pose you want, it helps me out the most, right? So.
And then you just improvise, and that's what something that I feel like a bunch of us we can do, or we're working towards at least, is improvise. You go, oh, this lighting is not the best, right? And we come across it all the time. Oh damn! Like I wish the sun wasn't too harsh or this and that, but you make it work. And sometimes you make masterpieces. And it's fun. So that's what kind of works. Like I think of it, they think of it, we put it together and make it happen and just shoot.
Awesome.
So do you remember like would you like in the beginning, like I have like friends and stuff, I wouldn't say they're completely serious into Instagram modeling, but they're trying it out. And like, you know, they would get their cousins and stuff to get take pictures from their phone, right? So was it like that from the beginning too? Was it like a phone thing for you?
No, it wasn't a phone thing. I mean, so like before my Instagram was like, I would post every 3-4 months because I didn't really care. I wasn't a big social media guy. I'm a social guy, but not a social media guy. And I post here and there, and like I have millions of pictures from Australia, beautiful. But I didn't think of this then. I wasn't modeling or trying to be a model then.
Oh, so you were into photography since... Like,
so I wasn't even into photography.
Okay.
I was just a visionary, I believe.
Okay.
Like I just wanted to do something bigger. I just didn't know what it was.
Okay.
Which outlet to take.
Yeah.
Like I needed the juices to flow, but I didn't know where.
Okay.
Eventually, like life has this way of just getting to you and like it shows you the way.
Yeah.
Right. And obviously a lot of the things like meditation, like they help. You have a clear vision, and then you kind of know what you have to do.
Yeah.
And so it kind of started there, and it's only been like I'm very grateful for all the opportunities, and it's been like a year and a half-ish.
Okay.
Since we kind of like started putting pictures out, and so it's been a good ride. It's been a good ride so far.
You just touched upon meditation. I'm a big believer in meditation for sure. I try to do it daily. Sometimes I can't, but man, I want to talk to you about that. So it's like, when did you realize meditation like really like how does it help you?
Oh man, it helps me in so many different ways. So there's so many types of meditation.
Yeah.
People think it's just one type where you just gotta sit down and no, there's like box breathing. There's meditation where you're trying to like you can do Simran, right? Yeah. You can do bhat, and then there's other meditation you're just breathing, right? And there's one where you can concentrate on something, like you can open your eyes and meditate. That's the thing, right? But then there's other one where you close your eyes and you're trying to get rid of your thoughts. But other times you want thoughts to come in because you're breathing. Because when you're meditating, you're elevated. Like, oh my God, you're in a different level, right? And that's when a lot of these thoughts start coming in. And there's people that I started reading a lot. So when I started meditating, I started listening to more podcasts. Instead of listening to music at work, I listen to podcasts. Even if I wasn't paying attention, subconsciously something good's going in my head. Something good.
Right?
There's something's listening. Right? You're programming your brain subconsciously that you're only gonna hear positive things. You're gonna achieve your dream, achieve whatever it is. And so meditation for me, like, it really, I can really focus on what I have to do. Sometimes I'm like, man, like I really want to do this. How? I can't figure it out. You sit down. Sometimes it takes longer to get to that state. Like there's different states, right? Alpha, theta, and all that. It gets you. Sometimes it's long because you're like so flustered. Other times when you're stress free, you can get to that state very quickly, and you're like, okay, you're sitting down, whatever, and you know what? This is how I should do it. Wow, wicked. Right. And so meditation really helps in that sense, and it makes you a calmer person.
So as you both meditate, so you guys would recommend try the different forms and see what works best for you?
So everyone's different, right?
Okay.
And there's no like, you gotta do this, because sometimes when you're concentrating too hard, it's like, you can't concentrate at all. But when you're like, okay, you know what, there's different types, I'm gonna just breathe. Like breathe, and you're like, it slows your heart rate down, you start thinking better, like you feel better. Personally, I don't know if you do it in the morning or night, like morning is like the best time, optimal time. Even in Sikhi, like it's Amrit Vela, right? Why? There's a certain reason why people do bhat in the morning. No one's up, it's quiet, right? There's no distractions, and that's the best time to do it. And since I've been reading a lot more, a lot of these successful people, they all meditate in the morning. So I'm like, wow, okay, if they're all doing it and they're billionaires, there must be something.
100%.
Right? And same thing with like meditation, same thing with like they go to the gym early morning. Why? There has to be something, right? They all journal in the morning, they all eat healthy. So before people wake up, they're all doing all these great things. I'm like, there has to be something. Now, why is everyone doing it that's successful? So like I tried my best. No one's, we're not perfect. We're all growing. So it's like you try to wake up and do whatever you can, and it definitely makes your day feel a lot better.
Yeah, man. I feel like meditation, especially, like it helped me in a big way because before, like, I started my own business and whatnot. I used to stress a lot, think a lot of negative thoughts. I'm like, fuck, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The moment I started meditating, I started believing, especially believing in yourself and meditating. It's almost like I just manifest whatever I'm thinking.
Manifestation I'm such a big believer 100%. In that. Big believer in positive energies. Do you ever do self-affirmations?
I do self-affirmations.
Biggest there.
Because like meditation, self-affirmation, this stuff, it brings clarity to me, man, big time. And like, it's weird because like these things come true. It's so weird. It's like magic, bro. It's like magic. It's like I'll think of something, I'll manifest it. I'm like, I'm not gonna think about it now, right? I'll leave it alone, right? Let it happen, right? Now, a few months will go by, and it's like whatever that goal I set comes to life, and it's kind of weird. I'm like, how's this happening?
You don't notice it then until after. Like, say, I do self-affirmations every morning.
Okay.
There's like from the I ams to the I will to I can. Like, like I will do this. I am this. So instead of saying I'm an aspiring actor, I'm an aspiring model, it's like no. You are a model. You are an actor. You are whatever you say you are.
Yeah.
Right. If you're practicing it, you are it.
Yeah.
So like the affirmations of like I am gonna do this. I am going to become the next big. I'm gonna be the next this. I'm gonna do this. I can do this. I do this every single day, and it's sometimes repetitive.
Yeah.
Like a lot of things I want to, like I say, right? And again, they do come true. And you're like, wow, because like but you gotta focus. You can't just say them. You don't really believe that you're capable of doing it. You have the skills, which is something I say. I'm like, I have the skills necessary to become the best actor I can be. Yeah. I have I love people and people love me, right? Because you go somewhere, you want like a director, if they see you, you want them to love you. Yeah. Like I love them, so they're gonna love me. You're already putting it out there. And the same with all this, like I talk to myself all the time. I don't know if you guys do.
No, I do it all. In the car, especially when I'm alone.
The car.
In the car, I'm just like talking to myself. I'm like, I'm good, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. And it just helps me so much.
It does, man. I'm giving speeches in my car. Like, I'm pretending I've won something or I've got the next big gig. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much for... Like, I'm practicing the whole thing. Like, and like, yo, these are the people. I'm already thanking people that were helping me, right? Like,
I've done that.
I'll be like brushing my teeth sometimes. I'll be like, yo, I'm like practicing my Oscar speech. Like, yo, thank you. I want to thank my family. I already have it prepared, man. I'm like, yo.
No better way to do it. That is the best way.
That's it, man.
Speaking of acting, I saw you used to make short films. You haven't made one in a while.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't.
So what was that about? And like, why have you stopped? That shit was pretty good. Like you had, you made one with Harmon.
Yeah, I did.
That was the
Rocky kind of.
The Rocky.
Yeah.
And then you had the Godfather one.
I've seen the Godfather one.
Yeah. So we started this like again. So I always wanted to be different in modeling. I'm like, how do I be different from every other South Asian and then turban guy that's modeling or acting? So then I had my own approach onto it, and then with the acting, I'm like, okay, a lot of people trying to become a YouTuber now or an Instagram person or whatever. But how do you be different? Are you gonna be the type that's kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna make stuff that people love doing, like people love watching, or I'm gonna make stuff that I actually truly believe?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you know what? I love Punjabi movies, right? Yeah. I love speaking Punjabi. I love Punjabi movies. But some of the acting I would see, I'm like, oh man, like I wish you could be better. Like when they hit someone, they go flying across the room. Like, that's not real. Like if you look at Hollywood, it's much different. Yeah. So what I started doing was I started taking little Hollywood snippets and doing them in Punjabi. So I write the whole script myself. Yeah. And then I would get a couple of my friends that were very good at Punjabi to like look over and be like, nah, I need like this letter, this word, whatever. And then we would shoot them. And I wanted to them like, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. Yeah. So my buddy Navi was the one who shot it all. And I'm like, yo, bro, we're gonna do exactly how it's done there. So if it's over the shoulder, it's over the shoulder. If it's you know, going by, it's going like exactly kind of thing. But and that way, there's no copyright because it's Punjabi. And those like that Rocky scene, I've never seen an inspirational speech done in Punjabi movie. Yeah. Right, straight up. Like I can't remember. I can't do that.
Nobody. Yeah.
So I'm like, I wanted to create that for people that are like, you know, like going through something. And I was very like, I looked at I got some messages, and there were some people that were like, we needed to see this today, and I was like, I just needed one person to look at it and be like, wow, like I'm gonna do better now, or you know what, I'm not gonna make excuses. And I'm like, and that's good enough for me.
No, that's true. That's a true story. Speaking of the Rocky one, I remember I watched it when it first came out because I have Harmon on Instagram. And before I tell you the story, I saw the video because I love whenever there's a new creator, I love watching their stuff, right? And you pulled it off because I saw you. I'm like, this is definitely a younger guy playing. This is the first time I saw you. You're definitely a younger guy playing his dad. Yeah. But I thought then when I saw your page, you were much younger than I thought you were because I actually believed in because he was his father in the thing, right? I was like, this guy's definitely maybe up there in the middle ages. And I saw his Instagram page. I'm like, wait a second, this guy's like really young, right?
Yeah.
So that was a good job. But the second thing is, I remember watching it the first time just to check it out, right? Super dope. Months later, I think like maybe like a month ago, sometimes I just scroll through like YouTube and stuff and watch shit again. And I watch your stuff, I watched this guy's vlogs, and I watched that again, right? It came across. And it did hit differently. Because I think at that point, I was kind of like, you know, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a demotivation phase going on. Yeah. It did hit differently. Like then I really like kind of understood. Yeah. Before I'm like, okay, this is a nice tribute to Rocky, done well. Yeah. Second time I watched it, I was like, oh shit, like this is hitting in a different way. It's deeper, you know what I mean?
Yes, it depends on like where you are in life and what you're doing and with your job and like whatever, family. Yeah. So that's definitely, so that was one part of it. I was like, you know, I want to make something different. And then we made the Godfather one. Again, and Harmon, killer actor. He did
Harmon surprised me. I was like, bro,
had his hidden talents too.
Yeah, I was like, oh damn, Harmon. Like in the end, he has like tears coming. I was like, wow, buddy. Yeah. And like this was my vision, and I was like, and he made it come to life as well, being my son in that thing, right? Yeah. And then the second one, like the Godfather, again, like I've seen some badass stuff, like Punjabi movies, but never like Godfather type. Yeah. Like and so we tried to recreate that, and again, it was like, we don't want to make it off the camera, we want to make it off like legit. We found the place, and well, okay, this is the place. Make it as legit as we can. So we got that shot. There's a couple other videos we shot, like a Taken one, and like from Forrest Gump. Yeah. You know, Run Forrest Run. Forrest Run. So scene from there, but we just haven't put them out, and Nabi got a little busy, and I got a little busy, but I'm like, you know, I gotta still keep trekking, doing something. So more in the fashion, other stuff, and commercials and all that kind of stuff. So, but I definitely want to come back. We're working on it.
That was something fresh.
No one does that stuff, man. In our community, so
exactly.
That was hot, man.
Yeah, definitely we wanted to hit everything, not just like, we wanted to hit the love side, you know, like very romantic, and then we wanted to hit like the sports, because this kabaddi and field hockey, great sports, but there's never the basketball, the hockey, and all that. There's so many South Asian players that are wicked, but they don't get to showcase their talent. And if you can do it in Punjabi, like Punjabi coach motivating his basketball players, like Coach Carter.
Yeah, Coach Carter, man.
Right, one of my favorite movies all time. If we can do that in Punjabi and have an older Sardar, right? You know, coach, you gotta do this, and you see these young kids dunking, and it can be crazy. So I love that kind of stuff. It just brings something different to the table. So.
Did you ever get to like acting classes or
no acting classes. It was just showing. Yeah. But then I was like, yo, I love the drum. Like I never thought of it till now. Yeah. Like I love drama class. I was part of plays and musicals at school, but it didn't occur to me like literally till like a few weeks ago. I'm, oh my god, I actually enjoyed this and I was part of this. Yeah. And like I just did it because I wanted to be part of the school, and I was that type of guy. Part of every team, every club. And but now it's like, oh there was something more to it maybe. And now I'm just trying to like figure it out a little more.
That's
still the same with us, man. Both of us.
So for me, but like I kind of knew since like. When I was a kid, I was like, yo, I really want to get into films. I was like a director. But you realized after.
My dream was like, yo, man, the NHL genre. I was like, yo.
I was all NBA.
Yeah, I was like, yo, straight man, the NHL genre, right? But yo, obviously that dream came to an end.
No, but you low-key like this though, like.
I did like this. Like I used to make a lot of videos with my cousins and stuff when we were younger. Like I'll literally make movies with them. Like we'll do some dumb shit. Like we'll get the tabla and I'll start like acting like I'm a baba to go there or something, right? Like stupid stuff like that. And I'll take the video to school and just show everybody at school. But never knowing that, yo, this is actually a career path that's gonna exist in like 10 years, right? Yeah. So man, then later on, man, then when I joined here, AVP, that's when I'm like, yo, you know what? There's money in this.
Passion, right?
Yeah, you can do something in this, you know? It's just not a hobby. You can actually make a career.
Well, that's the thing. Like when, like the way it's something that comes from within. Like you really love this. Yeah. Right. And I think that's very important. People want to become models and videographers for the money. But if it's like a passion, if you have a passion for fashion or a passion for whatever it is, then you don't care about the money. You're just doing it because you love it. And then usually, if you stick to it long enough, like you will start making money. Right?
The one thing I always ask someone is like, if you really want to know if this is your passion, answer this one question.
I already know what you're gonna say.
Would you do this for free if you had to do it for 5 to 10 years? Without making a single penny? And I was like, yo, I'll do this shit for 20 years if I had to make money. You know what I mean? Like, I'll keep going. Like, I love it. It's more than just the money. It's actually the passion that I genuinely love it, right?
And that way you won't ever live in regret. That's the biggest. Like, it kills people.
Even that motto, like a motto of like not regretting. not only in career path but in everything. Like, it's something I'm trying to like, because we only have so many years on like this planet. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like 70 going like,
I could have done this. I could have,
But like some people like, when you like, I don't have that many people I'd say that talk like this. You know what I mean? Like I can talk to with Admiral, with APAL, right? A couple other people. But there's a lot of people when you talk like this, they just like, bro, you're not realistic. Like you look at me weird. Like this guy's like probably like a psycho because he's not being realistic. There's so many times I was like, yo, I want to do this. You should do this. I look every time I see a person with talent, I push them. Like, yo, do they? They were like, bro, it's like you're being ridiculous. Why would I do that?
And it's the ridiculous people that actually do something.
Yeah,
exactly. Like I was watching podcast with Tom Bilyeu, and there was the guy, I forgot his name now. He was on his podcast or his YouTube channel, and he was like, it's the unreasonable man that really goes against everything. The reasonable man goes against like goes with society and just to be like, okay, it's cool. But the unreasonable man does something different, and those people actually get somewhere, and those people actually love life. Right? They actually love life, which is a big thing. Teaching love, teaching happiness is not taught in school. That's something you gotta find internally, right? And a lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't find what their passion is. People, I don't have a talent. What do you mean you don't have a talent? Everyone has a talent. It can be cooking. It can be setting something up. You have a talent. You just gotta find it. And it might take you longer than other people, but it's fine because there's no race. There is no race, but people don't.
The race aspect is something that I think is super hard to get out of. Like just it's sour bread. You know what I mean? Like that whole system of school, university, or college.
It's a rat race.
It's a rat race. Like,
it is.
You start stressing yourself. Like, I'm turning like 23, 24. Like, I need to be here. Like, I need to pick it up. You know. You're right though. It's not a race. Like,
but like, it's we're programmed so differently, and everyone talks about this now, right? Like we're programmed like this. You don't have to go to college, university. I think education is very important. Right. I think if you can get an education, do it. Like it's so important. It's not that you can hang your degree up, and nowadays in Punjabi culture or whatever, it's like, oh, when does the degree, girls? All right, now we can get married.
That's all they want. They want the paper.
They want the paper, right? But there's more to it, right? And it's like education is important. Like, read as much as you can, go to school. But if there is something that doesn't fit the norm, yo, you gotta chase it. You have to chase it.
Yo, man, honestly, books have changed my life. Like, I never read any kind of book throughout high school. I didn't give a shit about reading or learning. I'm like, yo, screw this, right? But the moment I went to uni, I'm like, yo, there's something in me. I was like, yeah, I gotta like grow. Like, I feel like I need to grow. Once I started picking up books, man, once I started buying them, man, they totally changed my life.
They do, man.
Books are not like, it's not even like that cliche shit that everybody says. Like, yeah, you know, books are, they actually change your life, man. Like, it's crazy, man.
And you can read a book over and over, and you'll pick up different things that you didn't get the first time. You're like, oh my god, I don't remember reading this. Damn, I'm gonna apply this to my. But now it's all about applying as well, right? And like, you've done it. You read. If you read and you put that information aside, okay, you're not really getting anywhere. If you read, you apply that information to your life. Now you're growing. Growing is a big. You said that. Growing is such a big thing, and people don't know what to do or how to grow, but like you have to grow. We mentioned earlier, like when I went to Australia, you had the opportunity. You wanted to study abroad or whatever. Like it's an experience. When you experience it, you grow. When you're challenged, you grow. When you're on the opposite side of fear, you grow. And like we all gotta grow, and we're all growing, which is amazing. And when you meet creatives, like you feel these positive vibes.
100%.
It makes you want to do more.
I say to APAL all the time. I'm like, yo, it's my atmosphere, man. Like, yo, all this positive energy in your atmosphere, man.
And if you hang around the wrong people, you're gonna do what they do. If they're all like drinkers, smokers, and like sitting in a basement, like you're gonna do that.
100%.
Right? And they're gonna be like, oh, that's whack. You know, they'll put like. People always want to play that cool card. Right? You're like, oh, wow, this book was amazing. Yo, who reads? Yo,
you know what it is?
Being negative is cool.
It is cool.
Right? It's so weird.
Cool. I don't even think it's them thinking that it's cool. I think it's because I think that's an excuse. I think it's just lazy.
Or that.
Because I think they're literally like, okay, yo, I'd rather, like, what's the difference between, like, you have an option, right? This weekend, I can get this done for what I'm doing. Or, yo, man, there's like this. I can go chill with my boys, go to Boston Pizza, have a few beers, go watch the game. You know what I mean? That's a temptation. So they, like, I don't want to say they, but like a lot of people that are in our lives would choose that. Let's say people that haven't discovered their passion or they're working towards anything, and it's because they just don't want to. It's all about what you said, execution. Like, if you're not gonna, everyone has. I feel like a lot of people have dreams, but they just don't want to execute it.
Because it's scary, right? A lot of people are scared.
Like, for whatever reason, right?
People are scared to be uncomfortable. That's one thing.
That's the reason why I didn't do the exchange program.
Yeah.
Stupidest reason, because I was like,
you fear uncomfort.
I'm not gonna go there now.
And that's when you grow, right? And that's when you start learning.
Yeah.
You learn about other people, cultures, and this. And the more people you meet, everyone's gonna have a different perception of you, and then you're gonna learn something from them, hopefully. So when we have a conversation, like I'm taking so much away from you guys, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna take something away, which is great, and I hope to have more conversations like this with everyone, right? Because everyone has something meaningful to say, but they just don't. They bottle it up, right? So it's hard for people to really open up, and
that's
again,
true.
it's F that. I'm too cool. I'm not gonna show my feelings. And I'm like, I don't know if I have that many feelings, but like there's certain people like, I feel, oh my god, I did this, great. But then it's like, you know what? It's not me. It's never about me. It's a bigger picture. Talked about. It's about the whole army, right? Like it's about everyone. It's representing everyone. It's like when I go out, like I'm very fortunate. Like I mean, God bless. My parents raised me a certain way and everything, and like I've never drank or smoked. People are like, oh, the way they look at you, like, oh, you tie this type of bug, which is like the Kenyan Yuki style. And you trim your beard as well, so you must be doing this, and this. I'm like, whoa. Now you're just judging a book by its cover. Great, judge it, because that means you might ask me a question, and then I'll have a response for you. And now we're talking, and now we're learning, and now we're like, okay, let's not judge people, which is hard. We all judge people. We all, subconsciously, directly, we do it. So it's crazy.
You were also telling me about the trimming your beard thing. Like a lot of people ask you on Instagram. Thing, you trim your beard? Like they have a certain persona about you because of that?
I guess so. Sometimes. I mean, it's not a lot. A lot of people show a lot of love. But then there are people that would ask, hey, you're not a real sick. You're not a real sink. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm all about love. Like, I love people. I love when people say stuff like that. I love people when they ask me questions, because now, like I said, we're talking, we're engaging in a conversation. And I'm like, oh, I like their comment. And then I'll go, mad love. I'm like, wicked, awesome. And then I'll side DM them or whatever, or I'll talk to them like, what's up, man? So what is a sick? Well, what's a sing? And they're like, oh, sick. Like, sick is this and this. Great. Like, I'm also, like, I thank God I have some knowledge of Sikhi. Right? But I'm like, okay, great. That's awesome. This is what a sick is. But a sick is also a learner, right? Okay. Now you can have a sick that's fully amritari, right? Looks amazing, but now internally, he's not that great. Internally, he's swearing, cussing all the time. He's maybe hitting his wife, or like anything. You can put any scenario out there. So now, what is a sick? Is he a good sick? Because he looks the part? No, not necessarily, right? God doesn't. If you believe in God or energy, whatever you believe in, it's like you got to be a good person first. And I'm like, I learned that from my parents as well. They're like, no, like you can trim your beard, you can cut your hair now if you want to. My parents have said that. Obviously, I'm very proud of who I am and my crown, but they're like, we kind of take you to the government camps and everything. Now you've learned what it is, right, to be a good person. So now it doesn't matter. Just go do selfless service. And this every community has selfless service, and people are doing great things, giving money to charity. And then there's like, these people that look the part, but they're not doing it. So who's really a good person? Who's going to hell or heaven if you believe in it?
I agree with that.
Right? So people do ask that question, or they ask, I'm like, listen, I can grow my beard out right now, right? But it's not the time for me. Right? There's certain things I gotta discover about myself, certain things I gotta represent. And again, I need more people asking these questions so we can talk. Be like, it's okay. I definitely want to be a full-on sing one day. That's my dream. That's that's a goal. Right? But at the moment, it's there's other things I have to do, and I love my beard, right? I mean, like I keep it nice, but there's more to it. People are like, you're fake sing, and I'm like, okay, but you're not seeing what I'm trying to do right now. Right? Yeah, like they don't see I don't drink or smoke or any of that. To each their own. People do it. All my friends do it. I never say anything to them. It's great. I love these guys. But like they don't see that you're trying to do good, right? And I'm not saying I'm doing it. There's a bigger power controlling all this, and we're just chess pieces. We're moving around. But it's like, nah, man. Like, but you don't understand. You're not getting me. Like, I'm trying to represent. It's like, nah, but you're fake. No, but like, bro, we're brothers. Like, yo, we're the same people, man. Like, I'm trying to put our name out there a little more. Nah, but it doesn't matter because you don't have a beard. And it's like, well, if I had a beard, would that would make would that be it? Like, is that all you want from it, or you want me to represent, get our name out there, and people talking more, asking more questions, and like really representing? And then they're like, oh.
I feel like people just want to check mark this fucking checklist. They're like, yo, check, okay. It's like a fucking factory. It's like, no, it's not like that. You need to be a good person at heart.
You gotta be a good person first. Period.
You could be a mona. You could be a mona if you have good values, right?
Yeah.
You treat people well, right? You believe, in the best of the people, right?
Yeah.
You're a good Sikh.
You are a good Sikh.
You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean if you don't have a pag or a dadi, right? It doesn't make you a good Sikh, does that?
Yeah.
Right? You look at the fundamentals of Sikhism, and if you achieve those, you're a good Sikh.
You are a good Sikh.
Right?
This reminds me of like a short story my dad used to tell me. My bad if I'm repeating myself. I don't know if I said it before in a different podcast. But there was like there was neighbors. One was a butcher who drank, who smoked, and whatever, right? And one was a completely like Amritai Sikh, right? Or no, in the story I think he was Hindu, right?
Okay, yeah.
So then every day he wake up, prays, doesn't do anything bad, helps people, and prays before he goes to sleep, right?
Yeah.
While he's cutting chickens, eating drinking, smoking, partying, right? And both of their lives live out. They go to heaven, to the gates.
Okay.
And then God just looking at them for like a few seconds, and he's like, "Are you the butcher? Come in.
Yeah.
You go to hell." To the guy that prayed all his whole
Okay.
life, and he's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "What are you talking about? Look, all the work I put in, right?" And he's like, "That's the problem." He's like, "You did all that to get here. You didn't do it like for a genuine thing, right? You did it for a reason." Also, every night he would look over to the butcher and be like, "Man, look at that guy. That guy's not doing what I'm doing. Like I'm doing everything right. Look at him. This guy's gonna go to hell." He's like, so whenever you would do that every night, everything you did would go on to him, and everything he did would go on to you. It's a story, right?
Yeah.
But it just connects so well with what you guys are talking about. Like people are so concerned about, you have to look this way, dress this way, do this, but it's really who you are from like within.
I tell everyone, man, I'm like, as long as you treat people with respect, right? Give love, positive. You don't hate on anyone. Just be a genuine person.
Be genuine.
Man, you'll live life great. You'll live life stress-free, enjoying life throughout it all, right? Like, you don't need to do all this bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you're a good person at heart, man. That's all that matters.
Literally all that matters. And back to your story, like, it's about ego, right? Because he's saying, I'm better than this guy.
Yeah.
Now you got ego in you. Now you're not as clear-minded as you were. There's ego, lust, greed, like all these things that take you away, right? They're all distractions.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, now how do you get back on the path of doing what you really want to do in life?
Yeah.
So, no, it's very interesting. That's a great story, man. Thanks for
Yeah,
sharing.
he told me that once when I was younger. I always remembered it because I was like, it makes so much sense. As you grow older, it makes more and more sense to you, right? Back then, I'm like, what the hell? How do you look at
I'm gonna play sports. No. And that's the other thing. A lot of parents say so many things, but you don't understand until later on. Either you have to go through it, experience it, and then you're like, oh my god, they were right.
I agree. Like I remember sometimes like randomly throughout life's experiences, I remember certain things my parents told me as a kid. I'm like, oh shit, it connects now.
Yeah.
Right? I connect the dots right now. Even though they were saying the whole time, I wouldn't be listening when I was a kid, but eventually, they kind of manifest that energy inside of you.
And then we feel old.
So I want to go into all these big campaigns now, man, that you're doing. This man. First of all, before we go to the campaigns, right? One jewelry item I want to address, right? When photographers are taking pictures, right? Do you go like, yo, body?
So I mean, there's a reason why I sound this. I wanted to make sure my boxer is great, looking good. How's it look, guys? Yeah,
that's it, man.
Because you gotta see my lards.
Yeah, that's it.
So it is a thing, because otherwise, if I was like, give me that side, and we're like, yo, man, come on. He's like, trust me, bro. You gotta see.
I'm like, yo, bro, I put in work on this side today, man.
Like, this is dedication. This is pride. This is love. Like you're showing it right here. Plus, this is my better side. So I definitely show that all the time. You'll see some of the pictures. I'll be like, look this way. I'm like, yeah, okay, 1 second. Right the last second, I'll be like, yeah, what? I want to go through your Instagram. I want to go through his Instagram and see if this side's the only side that you post.
Yeah, I will check
Post
post.
Do you
guys have as for the house, you guys have a moment where like, yo, what kind of bug am I gonna be tying now? You guys have slight differences.
Style?
Okay.
I'll let him go first.
Is there like
how did you figure out that style?
Yeah,
is
it a thing though? Like, do you guys sit there and be like, what style?
No, man. For me, I feel like it was a process, man. I just practiced until I figured out one that looked good on me. I
thought my bug looked great when I first started tying it.
Yeah.
And then like the next year, I'm like, oh no, it got even better. Now when I look at my first bug, I'm like, holy, how did I go to school? How did my parents let me leave the house? And that's how people thought, oh my god, you look so cool, you look great. This and I was trying to be all stylish. And I'm like, no, I look hideous. Like, how did I go out? But it definitely takes practice. First, like sometimes your bug's too long, so you gotta like make sure, okay, it has to be this measurement. It's too thick, you know, it has to be a little shorter.
Yeah.
5 letters, 6 letters.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta figure it out because his head might be not the same size as my head, right? And speaking of that, there's a lot of people have been asking me, like, yo, you gotta make a bug tutorial.
Yo,
So anyone watching,
I was just gonna say that.
I apologize sincerely because I haven't been able to make that video.
Yeah, you gotta make it.
Again, I'm always trying to do something different, so I don't want to just make a video in my room type of bug.
Yeah.
I want to make it more. I'm gonna execute properly.
Yeah.
It has to be done really well. So I apologize. It's coming out.
There are a lack of bug tutorials out there, man. Because I was like, when I was first learning how to tie a bug, I was googling everything, and the only video I could find was Just Ring. I'm like, I don't want to try Just Ring's bug, man. I want to try a different bug. So I'm trying to search for a different style bug.
Yeah.
I'm like searching, like, what's that bug style called? I'm going on all these sick.
Does Just Ring's bug come under the UK style as well?
It does.
Yeah.
It would definitely.
Slightly different though, right?
So like mine would fall under that. Yours would fall under that. But even then, like him and mine, like, we have variations in our bug style, right? Like the shape of it, I try to go like a little bit this way, like a little rounder.
Yeah.
So it definitely takes practice. And
awesome,
then the color just came in high school when I started tying a bug. Like my buddies that had fitteds, like I was always with the basketball guys.
Yeah.
They always had these fitteds and snapbacks, and they're like, "Yo, Sook, if we had a turban, we'd match our turban with our shoes and our shirts." And I was like, "Oh, what? Okay." Like, and I started changing my 50 color, started putting 50s in here, because that was cool then. And then I'm like, now like just fully rock it, like yellow shoes, yellow bug. It's just a thing now. It's
so you had that knack for fashion at a young age, eh?
I guess so, right? Like, I mean, I love just dressing up a little here and there, and like my shoelaces would match like my shirt, which would match my 50 or something.
That's dope.
And, and it kind of started there, but then you don't really know until like later on. Like the whole acting in like these plays, it connected now. And I liked it. It connected now in the last year and a half that I actually like dressing up. People would tell me, my friends would tell me, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. My friends are always gonna say nice things to me, right? And then when other people started saying it, I didn't know. That's when I was like, oh, okay, there might be something. Let me try exploring this fashion world, right? And
that reminds me of Bali Balpuri.
Yeah.
He used to come swagged out to high school. Maybe this guy had a knack for fashion.
They do, people do it. There's just something. There's a lot of people that said they were gonna do big things, or I thought we were gonna do big things, and now you go years down, you're like, oh, what? This didn't happen. Like, you were so ambitious then. I love ambition. Right? I feel like I'm kind of ambitious. So when I see other people that are just as, or if not more, I love it because I want to learn. I want to see, like,
it feeds me, man.
It feeds me.
I feel like without ambition, man, I'd be so lost.
Bro, without ambition, I feel like I'm already dead. Like, what the hell?
Get out of bed. Man? It's that ambition that gets you out of bed, right? To do something, to make money, right? And like, we all gotta live, we gotta make money. But to do what you actually love to do, it's a different level, bro. It's very hard to do.
Yeah, man. Every day now, like I look at it, and like, yo, I'm so thankful I'm not doing something I hate. And I'm so thankful that I'm dealing with problems that I don't actually want to deal with. You know what I mean? Like, there's problems that come up, but it's like, yo, I'd rather deal with these problems than anything else, man. I'm like, yo, these are problems that I'm thankful for.
Right now. So you act all the time, right? So you probably go through some problems all the time, shooting and scripts and all that. So what's your process like?
I mean, so shooting a YouTube video, it's like first you get the idea, then you write the script. The writing the script is the most...
tedious?
Yeah. Because either it's gonna go like it just comes to you, you know. Then you start writing, and then like I hate when you have to sit there and it's like, okay, yo, I have this idea, I'm not able to crack it, but I should make it soon, so I have to add like God knows what to it, right? And the thing with me, in the YouTube game, you should be more free flowing because it's about consistency. My sister and my friend that acts, they're always on my ass like, you're too into like the details of small stuff. So I actually stress myself out way more than I should. Because if I want a party, say I'm making a scene about a party, I want 20 people. People just put their camera up, put the music on, put 2 balloons there, and like, yo, we're gonna show what's a party, and they pull it off. But for me, it's like, nah,
it has to be like,
I need to get 15 people. It's just itching at me. So it's like that kind of shit stresses. That kind of shit. The extra stress is caused by me. There's nothing in the YouTube video that like you know that. But the hard part is obviously because of that. I want different people. I don't want to be like. I hate when I have to be different characters. So I want like someone who matches that. Someone who matches that and they can sell it. You know. And then that kind of stuff just it's a little extra. Like,
I feel that when you act with someone, you get to feed off it's a reaction. If you said like anything to me like, oh, you look great, I'm like, oh, like, you know, automatically you start giving those type of vibes. But when you're like you're not actually there's no one's actually there,
So
it's 100% harder to give that actual genuine reaction.
Exactly. Your level, you won't reach that level.
Yeah.
Because you think, okay, this is fine. When someone's with you, and like I don't know, have you done improvisation?
Yeah.
So I don't do that a lot. I actually do all scripted.
Okay.
So we give lines, and then like I have one camera, so it'd be like, alright, yo, this is your lines. I would love to do what you did, where it's like, yo, you get it from all angles. Because then when you're editing, you have so many options.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this one better. But like when you have that time thing going on, so it's like, yo, say that's a conversation.
Yeah.
Alright, yo, say your lines. Like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you have a third guy, like if my Amber's here for something, they'll be like, oh, grab me over the shoulder, so it's a better shot. Right?
Yeah.
So I tried that once, and bro, that's the best shit ever.
It's crazy, man. You can do whatever you want.
Improvising thing, you just get like whatever you feel in the moment. You just
kind of do.
It's so much more fun. So much more
fun.
So much more feeding off each other.
Yeah.
And it's like real acting.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And acting's a crazy thing, man. Not everyone there's so many people that can pull it off so well.
Yeah.
And there's others you're like, I hate using this word, but like it's cringe.
Yeah.
Right? Cringe-worthy, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe
some of my friends are always like, yo, you're a snake, bro. You can put me in the video. I tell them like, yo, listen, you can't act. Then they get pissed, right? They're like, yo, listen, do you like acting? You want to be an actor? Nah, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, why are you stressing about this?
No, man.
It's so cringe. Like, it's so cringe.
Then they do come to the show and it's like, oh man, God lucky.
Why you being a fool, right? That's the other thing. I never wanted to be a funny person.
Yeah.
Like there's Just Rings, a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Like there's so many other people, AK and all these other South Asian people that are like Arnie from Vancouver, killing it, hilarious people. But for me, I was like, I didn't want that funny comedic role. Bollywood always portrays like sings in a certain way. I'm like, it's always funny, haha. No. Like they're serious people, man.
Yeah.
Like, yo, we're warriors. I want to be like if I got a role in a movie to be a funny guy, I'll take it, no problem. But I'd love to do more serious things and be more serious and show emotion. Either you're sad or you're happy, and show that rather than haha hee hee, all the time. I don't want people. I'm going to speak somewhere and it's like, oh, tell us a joke, or they're waiting for me to say something funny.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Like, no, I'm not. I'm here to tell you something different. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm a young guy. I'm like, yo, I'm doing this. You can do it too. And like, there's so much more to life. And you think you're cool in high school right now. Or you're cool in whatever. Because I thought I was a shit in high school. Like, I try not swearing because like I feel like words carry a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I thought I was the shit.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I'm the man.
Yeah.
But then, because everyone knew you, and then you go to university, less people know you, and then you're in the real world. No one knows you.
Yeah.
No one cares about you.
Yeah.
If you don't care about yourself, no one cares about you, other than your parents.
Yeah.
Even to a certain point.
Right? Fucking eating off and shit. But yeah, let's go into those campaigns, man. Because like I know I checked out some of the campaigns you're in, especially the recent one, the Hershey one.
Oh, Hershey.
अपना सिंह the billboard पे पहुंच गया, man.
That's crazy.
How did that come apart, man? How did that come apart?
So again, man, like manifestation. It was something when I started off the blueprint, right? I was like, okay, this is what I gotta do. Da 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 da. How do I get there? Okay, go here. And I was manifesting it. I was like, I would say literally this, that I will be on a billboard one day. I will work with big brands. I'll work with big campaigns. And I still say that till date.
Yeah.
Right. So there's nothing to hide. And I would say that. And I got an email. And I was like, okay, whatever. It looks real, but it must be fake.
Yeah.
Right. And then I responded to it. Right. And then I got another email back saying, we're doing this campaign. We would love for you to be one of the, we're thinking of selecting you as one of the guys. So it was a bunch of people. It wasn't just like right away.
Yeah.
And then I started talking to them and emailing them, and they got more and more real. They started getting more people involved. They started talking contracts, and I was like, what? Like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I started reading in the contracts, like billboards, and I was like, what? Right? And so it's like a surreal experience because you're like, oh my God, is this happening?
Yeah.
And then it went from that contracts, and we shot in January.
Yeah.
So they started like November-ish. We shot in January. And they were asking like, oh, so how much do you want? Like, how much do you charge? And I was like, whoa. They're asking me how much I charge.
Yeah.
Like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And so obviously you figure out the numbers, you crunch some numbers and all that. And then we shot in January. Wicked experience. It's always about the experience.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't a campaign. Yes, I loved being part of it, and I want to do more. But experience. It's the people you meet. So I met Dante, which is like, I don't know if you've seen him. He's the motivational dancing guy. I don't know if you've seen it. He goes like, you are amazing. Like, viral.
I think I've heard.
You might have seen him, like,
seen the
he's
video,
gone viral, and he was going viral when I met him. So I thought I was getting famous.
Yeah.
Because his phone was blowing up. Like, celebrities were retweeting his stuff, like everyone. Young guy, but he's so genuine. He just wanted people to be happy, and that's what his message was when he was dancing. So I met him, great soul. I met all these, like, Christine, like, I met all these married, like, great people. And I was like, this is wicked, man. They're all creatives. When you get on set and you get to meet creatives and artists, they all have that same goal. Because they want to be the best, and you want to be the best. So when you vibe, you're like asking questions, because some of them were models, some of them were influencers, some of them were, like, there's an actual celebrity, Lennon, who was like a singer, and she's like out top of the notch. She's the one in the picture with me, one of them. So we had like 3 different looks. So I was like dressed out, like I'm gonna start posting more and more eventually. And like we got makeup done, like it was the whole 9 yards. We were in a trailer. I was like, wow, like, I'm so thankful for this.
Sick,
you wake up, you're grateful for this opportunity, and you go on set, and you're like, wow, I can't believe I'm here. And God bless, now the campaign's out, and there's people sending me like pictures of billboards. I was like, wow, like so much love to you guys for doing that, right?
That's probably an amazing feeling, man. Just knowing that.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks, man.
No, for real, that's crazy.
Like we look at this now, right? We look at Sukhman's on a billboard, right? Wow, this is crazy, inspirational, all that. But there's so much more behind that. You know what I mean? Like when you first started, you probably came to like a casting call or whatnot, right?
Yeah.
They probably look at us saying, "No, man, like get out of here."
Did that
Have you faced those?
So I think it happens all the time. It's what the director is looking for. If you have a vision, like you said, you wanted 15 people, you're gonna get 15 people. So the director wants this person, he's gonna get that type of person. They don't want any other look. But then there's some directors that want different looks. Some people want different things. So again, like in the last little bit, I was like very, very grateful. I got all these opportunities to be part of like a BMO commercial, a Brick commercial, and a couple others and other campaigns. And they wanted a Sardat, right? So obviously we know each other. So if you like, there's Sukhman. But people that don't know me, right, which is like more than half, like everyone else, right? Everyone else from the group. They're like, yo, remember we talked about, there's a turban guy, a Sikh man on a billboard, wicked. Oh God, they might say something mad, they might say something great, right? So, but it's just a Sikh man, they don't know me, just a Sikh man, that's the main thing. It's about the bigger picture, always is. Right?
I love the positivity, man. I love the positivity.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's not even, like, I'm not trying to be fake. I'm not trying to be like, I'm super humble, huh? No, it's just, like, genuine. I just want people to be happy. I just want to do my part, because I can leave this world and not do a damn thing. Cool. But if I can change a life, if I can leave a legacy behind, I'm sure you guys want to leave something behind. You don't want to just leave this, you want to leave something behind. It may have a ripple effect. When you're gone, people still doing things, right? They remember you for something good. And so it's always, I want to leave, because you don't know when we're going to die. Today, tomorrow, I can go home tomorrow. Like, you never know. So it's like, if I die today, did I do something good? Did I do something that someone's going to be like, because of him, I started modeling? And there's a couple other things that message me, like, I'm like, wow, like maybe I want them to do even better than me. And it might be like, oh yeah, you don't really want them to do. No, like, it's seriously, like, if they can do better than me, wicked. Because now when I go places, like, people go, are you Jagmeet Singh? And I'm like, because he's doing great things. I'm like, no, I'm not Jagmeet Singh, but I do know him. And like, can I take a picture with you? And like, sometimes people don't believe it. If I'm wearing a suit in downtown. And I'm like, well, I mean, very innocent people. They turban beard. And my beard's not that big. The turban's not that big. But hey, they're showing that love. So it's like, okay, he's representing. He's in the political game. He's in the government. So he's representing in a certain way. 100%. People respect that. They want to take pictures with him, but it was me. So I'm like, all right, cool, let's do it. Right? And
that's good. What you said was how, like, if you want people to do better than you, that also opens up opportunities for you. You know what I mean? Like, you doing well in the modeling field is opening up so many opportunities for all these other, like, let's just say, if we're talking about Sardars, right, or Singhs, it's opening up, giving them confidence. Like, yo, if he did it, like, yo, maybe I could do it too.
Well, that's like the Waters, right? Like, we all know Waters. Legend. Absolute legend.
Yeah.
And, like, maybe if he didn't do it, there's a bunch of people that might not have. But he did. And he's in New York, America, doing that. Wow. Canada, we're already better off, because like, people are nicer here. For the most part.
Political climate in the U.S. is a disaster too, so like doing that.
Yeah, so I was like, wow. Like, I looked up to him, like, okay, wow, he's in the Gap thing. And that time I wasn't even in like, any of this. I didn't care about all this. But then now I'm like, okay, he was just in another TV show. He was modeling for Vogue. I'm like, okay, new goals. I want to be him. I want to like beat him, right? And not necessarily take him down, but like I want to get to that level of success.
Motivation, right?
And that stuff motivates you.
And like you spoke about how you guys, all these creators being on set and wanting to be the best. So that's a healthy competition factor.
Very healthy.
So what's that like? How's competition for you? Because for me, like I love that shit.
Yeah. Oh, same.
In a healthy way, it just makes it so much more fun.
It does, because you really start exploring your brain that you never get to, right? When people start asking you questions, like any question, and you're like, oh, I never really thought of that. But now you explore that, so it's like you start learning so much more. And I use that word a lot, learning.
Yeah.
I think it's so important. So I love competition.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, how do I be different? How do I do something?
You in sports as well, so it's like in your DNA.
Oh, it's like it's a DNA. It's like boom, and under pressure, it's like we gotta do this. Okay, so like me and my buddy, we shot last week, and it was like NBA corners thingy, and they're like, okay, you have 30 seconds to shoot. We're like, what? Time's going. We're like, dude. So I sat there, I'm like doing all these weird poses, and he's like shooting. When they're like, wow, that was something different.
Yeah.
That pushed us.
Yeah.
It pushed me because I'm like, oh my god, he's there now. I gotta move like this,
Pressure,
like that,
right?
and same thing with him. Wow, we should start doing this more. We should do like a 15-second thing. We might start doing it.
Yeah.
Right? Because it really pushes us at our boundaries, our limits. And
So like you guys on your own doing 15 seconds.
Yeah, just to show people like what you can create, right?
And it helps you too. Like you're ready for that moment now, right?
Yeah, and you gotta practice it. You gotta practice it. We talk to ourselves all the times. Why are we practicing it? Because once it comes, we're ready. We're not gonna stutter. We're gonna be like, yeah, this is what's up. Thank you to these people. I need a script right now.
Yeah.
I'm saying from my heart because I practiced it. So a lot of competition. You mentioned before, when I go to these casting calls, there's so many people sometimes, and I'm like, wow, holy, like wow, there's a lot of people, and am I gonna get this role? But like, it's about optimism, being realistic, but like you have to be very optimistic, and you gotta give it your all. If you walk out there like I could have done better, like, cool. Well, you should have done better.
Yeah.
Right? Like you gotta leave everything out there, and they make you do the weirdest things sometimes. You go there and make you dance. Yeah, it's a campaign for a photo shoot, but they're like, okay, show what dance moves you got.
Oh shit.
And really? What? Oh, we want you to do this. Like they make you do weird things sometimes. Yeah. Like, okay, now walk, strut, walk. Like, I've been to some crazy auditions.
Did they at least play music for you? Or?
Yeah, they play music. That one.
So you start dancing?
Yeah, start dancing.
Could you request a song to it? Right?
No requesting.
So
sometimes you go to an audition, it's like, go, and you got 20 seconds, then you're done.
Yeah.
And they're like, you don't get another chance. You don't get to do it over again. Damn. They'll be like, all right, go. Say this. Slate your name, Sukhman Gill, whatever, 6'2", this and that, and then, okay, we want you to do this. You do it, and then, all right, thank you very much. And you're like, all right, thank you. You walk out.
It's a different level of pressure.
Now you're like, oh, you don't know if they're gonna call back or not. Then there's callbacks and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
It's a whole process, but you love that process. You gotta fall in love with the process, the journey.
Man. You gotta fall in love with it.
And that's when you're like, okay, this is dope.
Your confidence probably grew like mad since your first casting call, right?
Yeah, so you started learning, right? And you're like, okay. So first thing I learned was when I would go to any fashion show or any commercial or anything, when talking to people, you gotta kind of like throw in a white lie sometimes. They're like, oh, how long you been doing this? Oh, like 3-4 years. Like, okay. Automatically, I'm thinking this person has so much more experience. He could have been doing it. He just started today. He's at 3 or 4 years with confidence. He's like, yo, this person might be good. This might be really good. Okay, you know, I'm gonna like step back a little. And I would in the beginning, I'm like, yeah, I just started like a month ago. I started 2 weeks ago. And they're gonna think, oh, he's a newbie. Yeah. You know, like forget him. Yo, we're better than him.
Yeah.
So you gotta show that confidence right off the get go, and like you gotta act it out. No, yeah. I've done this a million times. I'm gonna shoot. Yeah, whatever. Let's do it. Yeah. And it shows him a little more like, okay, this guy's serious. He knows what he's doing. Yeah. It gives him a different level outlook on you. So.
Yeah, man. If you believe in yourself, especially even if it's not true, and you believe that it's true, it'll do miracles for you.
It will do miracles for you. I mean, you gotta be realistic. Yeah. Like if you have the skill or not, and you need those type of friends that will tell you straight up, like, yo, am I a great singer? Nah, you're not good. Oh, okay. You know, instead of the friends going, yeah, you're great, and then you do a song, and now you just, you embarrass yourself. Thousands of people. Straight up. Right? So you need those type of friends.
I was wondering, like, the dance, man. Like, they just told you to dance. Like, what the hell? Like, do you just bust it up on ground move or something?
Yeah, so I mean, I love dance, so I did a little, something like that.
What's the weirdest thing they asked you? Dance?
Dance. So, like, there's one commercial, it was like a dog commercial. Yeah. Right? And it was, like, for Tostitos. And they made me, they're like, because it was something with dogs, like, okay, walk, like, go in circles. And I was okay. They're like, now, like, jump. And I was like, like galloping kind of, right? Yeah. And then, okay, now act like you're like a very sophisticated dog. I'm like, you know? Yeah. So they make you do stuff, and it's all it's improvising, right? Like, that's what you're doing. So they make you do that, and you don't know what they're going to do. They call you in, and boom. And you got to do it.
That's where you find the... Yo, that's talent though, man.
It's crazy, man. So I'm like, holy snap.
And you gotta be confident to be like, all right, Mike, hey, dog.
Sometimes you're sitting outside. Like I went to one recently, and there's two guys that went inside. They were screaming at each other.
Yeah.
And then they walk out like, well, how'd it go? Oh, it was great. And then they just walk right out. Wow. And I can hear them screaming like whatever they're screaming. And then it's like, okay, now my turn. And then, okay, so you gotta scream on the top of your lungs saying this. And you're like, okay. And you just go at it. And that's it. You get one chance, you walk out.
You have no idea what they're gonna ask you sometimes?
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes they give you a little bit of a header or a script.
Yeah.
If they want you to say something like this is specific.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you go in and you do your thing and hope for the best.
Oh.
I always imagine the wait outside with all the everyone else that's called.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if I watched it because of a movie.
Yeah.
It feels like a pressure-packed, intense moment when you're just waiting. Everybody's just competition everywhere. And you're just
it is competition.
Is it like that?
So yeah, it is competition, but sometimes you meet people that I saw you at this casting, and now you're here again.
Oh, you get friendly, right?
So you get friendly, and then I just try to be friendly with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's gonna get it is gonna get it. If you got the skill and the talent and you got the look, you're gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
So you just try to be, hey, how's it going? And you just lighten up the mood a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You go in, you do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats, or not congrats, good luck.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to say. Why not?
sure.
Even though you're competition, say good luck to the person, right?
Yeah.
And the thing is, a nice guy. If anything, all means fail.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that Bagwala guy was great. He said good luck to me.
And you never know where those things will go, man. You never know.
Never
Never
know.
I feel like some of the most random connections, randomest people that you were nice to, they come out of nowhere after and they just bless you with something. They lead you to something. You know what I mean? It's just always being nice. Again, coming down to that, man. Always being a good person.
Good person.
Mm-hmm.
That is, anywhere you go, you can't turn it on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then you're fake.
Yeah.
Right. Then you're fake, saying you're
Something.
fake, whatever. All the time, everywhere.
All right, man. I think we're coming down to it, man. You have anything else?
Nah.
No. All right,
I
man.
just want to say, keep making those short movies, bro.
Well, I'll get you in it.
Yeah, you gotta get this guy in it.
Yeah. But I just love watching different shit, you're right.
Definitely.
There's so much recycled shit. I always say when I see something fresh, it's like, yo, man, I need more of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's inspiring,
Yeah, man.
Even the stuff we did, the one time we shot randomly. Remember that beer thing we did?
Oh yeah,
so we're sitting there, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, what if we did put him there and he doesn't have a beard, and then all of a sudden it's very cheesy, and you cut it. He's like, dude, we're gonna do it. I'm like, you got it? He's like, I got the vision. I'm like, dope. And it was just I said something, he put it together, and it came alive.
Yeah.
And we were doing there, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's wicked. You make magic. You gotta make magic.
No man, that was good though, man. Yeah. You're doing a good thing, man. Especially when you're looking at things and other people. I know in this climate or whatnot, it is getting better, right? You see a lot up and down. I saw the Petro Canada commercial. I saw Bob Bainey, bro.
Yeah.
I got so happy.
I was happy too.
Oh yeah,
I still do that.
Yeah.
I stop it even on TV, and when I see us sing,
Yeah.
I'm like, stop. Who's that?
Yeah.
So it's I don't know who he is, but I'm just so proud. I'm so happy.
Yeah, man. Makes you happy, man. Makes you proud.
Yeah.
It's just like, yo, I will up on
That's
it, man. So appreciate you coming on this, man.
Nah, man. Appreciate you guys for having me.
100%.
Great talk.
And everybody, make sure you comment, subscribe, do all that shit, and